How did you prove that one arrogant sibling wrong? My older sister called me scrawny the way some people say good morning, just automatically without thinking, like it was part of her routine. To be fair, she wasn't wrong. I was a freshman in high school, and I looked like someone had stretched me out without adding anything to fill the space. Tall, narrow, the kind of build where shirts just hang off you like you're a wire hanger somebody forgot about. Priya had 4 years on me and never let me forget a single one of them. She'd been playing varsity volleyball since sophomore year, worked out constantly, and carried herself like someone who had already won an argument you hadn't started yet. I didn't mind the teasing at first. It was background noise, older sibling stuff. But then she started doing it in front of people. Her friends would come over and she'd introduce me as her little brother with this specific smile that meant something was coming. He's going through his noodle phase. Big laugh. Move on. Meanwhile, I'm standing there in the kitchen holding a glass of water trying to decide if I'm allowed to be annoyed. I told her once to knock it off. She said, or what, and went back to her conversation. I thought about that for a long time. Here's the thing about being the quiet one in a loud family. People mistake silence for acceptance. They think because you're not reacting, you're not registering. They keep poking because nothing pokes back and it starts to feel like a free activity. I decided to stop being a free activity. I didn't tell anyone, didn't announce anything, didn't make a speech at dinner about how things were going to be different. I just started showing up to the gym at 6 in the morning before school and figured I'd let the results do whatever talking needed to be done. Priya, for her part, kept going. Every dinner, every family gathering, every time her friends came over. The bit never got old for her because nobody in the house was challenging it. My parents thought it was harmless. My younger cousins thought it was funny. I sat there and ate my food and went to the gym the next morning. This went on for about 7 months. I wore the same kind of clothes the whole time. Loose stuff, nothing fitted. She had no reference point for what was actually happening. As far as she could tell, nothing had changed and the joke still worked. Her 18th birthday. Big backyard party, family, friends, relatives, her whole volleyball team. My mom had strung lights everywhere. It was a whole production. Priya was in the middle of her friend group doing her thing, holding court the way she always did, when she spotted me across the yard and decided the moment called for a callback. There he is, the spaghetti. Pointed at me. Big gesture. Everyone looked. I walked over. She was grinning the grin of someone who has run this play 100 times, and it has never once failed. I pulled my shirt off and handed it to my cousin standing next to me. The yard went extremely quiet, not the polite quiet of people being respectful. The stunned quiet of people recalibrating everything they thought they understood about a situation. 7 months of 6 a.m. Every single morning. Priya's volleyball teammates, a group of people who are professionally aware of what athletic conditioning looks like, stopped their conversations. One of them said something under her breath that I didn't fully catch, but the girl next to her nodded slowly. Priya stared at me. I looked at her and said very calmly, "What were you saying?" She didn't say anything. I put my shirt back on, got a plate of food, and sat down with my grandparents who hadn't fully understood what just happened, but seemed to feel that something significant had occurred. Priya did not do the bit at dinner that night. She hasn't really done it since. She did tell me 2 weeks later quietly, when nobody else was around, that I looked good and she was kind of proud of me. I told her thanks. Then I told her she had a 7-month head start on the apology and she could take her time getting there. She laughed. The real kind, not the audience kind. That was the first time in a while I actually laughed back.